You're tuned to Ryan, Christian, and Ellis, and this is Youngstown Sports Radio 1240.
Ryan, Christian, Ellis brought to you by Donald Ford, located on Route 14 in Salem. You can view the inventory online at donaldsalem.com. Talking mostly about the Browns and their search for a new head coach. They'll be interviewing Chip Kelly on Friday for the vacant head coaching position. Right now we'll go to the pizza@intercrust.com phone lines and welcome in our 5:30 guest. James Dotson of the 360 Sports Network joins us. James, how are you?
Hey, doing well, gentlemen. Glad to see you're still able to extend from a 2-hour to a 3-hour show and keep all the content looking great.
Appreciate it. Happy New Year, by the way.
That's the first time anybody's ever complimented our content.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, gentlemen.
That feels almost earned.
I feel like we earned that one today.
Yeah.
Well, who do you think the Browns should hire? Let's get right into it. What are you thinking?
You know,
any coach that'll want Colt McCoy to play quarterback, I know.
Very funny. Oh. All right.
Good, Brian.
Here's what I'm going to say. If they do go Chip Kelly, honestly, if they want to stay with quarterbacks they already have, Thad Lewis really impressed me. I think that he would be able to run a Chip Kelly offense if they wanted to keep that zone read run, but I think you're right that they could dumb it down well enough and use Brandon Weeden, and like you guys have been saying. So I don't think that's a bad pick. Honestly, I don't mind Jay Gruden from Cincinnati. I could see him fitting in well if they want to stick, or if they want to go with a college head coach. I don't know. I haven't heard you guys say today. Do you guys think that Bill O'Brien would be a good head coach anywhere or in Cleveland?
I don't even know if I know enough about him.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think I know anything about him either. I know he did a great job at Penn State this past year.
I don't think he should leave Penn State.
I think he has like a very good. He has a lot of credibility right now at Penn State, and yeah. I think expectations will be low there, considering they're on a bowl ban for another 3 years. So why not just stay there and build your reputation?
I read too that they might try to bump his salary up to keep him. Do you think maybe he's just doing all this NFL talk to get paid more?
Yeah, what do you think, James?
See, I don't think it's to be paid more. This is everything I'm hearing. That the first report came out a couple of days ago saying that he wanted to possibly leave Penn State because Penn State, quote, lied to him about the sanctions coming out. They said there would be no sanctions, only criminal prosecution stuff.
Why would he believe that?
Wow.
No, well, and here's the thing. That's complete garbage because it was built into his contract that if there were sanctions, he would get an extension 1 year for every year there's sanctioned. So, so I think that's absolute garbage, that report that comes out. But
maybe like I didn't read page.
You know how much more money that is? The pages were stuck together. I'm sorry.
Here it is. That page.
Here it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if that's the reason, I'm not sure. But here's the thing. If I was an NFL franchise, I mean, yes, he's done great things at Penn State. I wouldn't want him. He had 1 year as an offensive coordinator with the Patriots. He's now had 1 year with Penn State, a program that he kept together. Congratulations. But in his 4 losses, he was badly outcoached in at least 2 of them. You could make an argument for 3. So I don't know if I would want to give my team in the NFL give the control over to this guy who just doesn't have the experience. So I'm surprised that there's that much talk about him. He's a great offensive mind, but I'm not sure if he's head coach material in the NFL.
Talking to James Dotson of the 360 Sports Network. James, we know you're a Penn State guy. What was your reaction when you saw what the governor of Pennsylvania is going to try to do to the NCAA?
You know what? I am shocked because it was a miracle that Corbett wasn't involved from the beginning because he was I believe the DA at the time when one guy went missing who was supposed to be in charge of the investigation. It's a miracle he hasn't been brought up in the free report or hasn't been brought up himself for any possible charges against him. So this was a bit of a shocking move to me, but, I will respect him if it's done for the right reasons. Initial reports said that he would only brought up, that they only brought up the lawsuit because of where the fine money was going. They were getting fined $60 million. It was all supposed to go to preventing child abuse in Pennsylvania, and Pennsylvania was only seeing probably about 25% of that money. So if that was the only reason, I would still think he's a scumbag, but it sounds like he's going after everything. The one thing that bothered me throughout the whole process was that Penn State really didn't have due process in it. They did not have a chance to even possibly appeal. They said, take this or nothing. Did you do it? Yeah. So take these penalties or nothing. I think at least somebody now is at least stepping up and saying, no, at least somebody has to look at this and say, okay, is this right? Take another look. That's the due process that needs to happen.
James, you mentioned earlier that this out of the $60 million that Penn State had to pay in sanctions, 25% go to child abuse. Where's the other 75% going?
I would love to know where it's going, and I don't know if it's going to child abuse elsewhere or if it's just going straight to the NCAA. I honestly don't know, but it sounds like Pennsylvania is only receiving 25% of this money. So where is that money going? If I knew the answer, I'd be the one who has $60 million in my pocket.
Yeah.
Gut reaction. How do you think this whole lawsuit's going to turn out for the governor of Pennsylvania?
Honestly, I'm torn. I think that he's going to get support, and I think he'll end up winning a re-election as a result. But it's very possible that as more investigation stuff goes into it, that his name could pop up in certain areas, and that's a little bit questionable. I think in the end, for him, I'm not sure what's going to happen. But I think in general, I think you might see, maybe we'll take off 1 year of the bowl ban or something like that. But I still think you'll see Penn State paying all the money if they are even if they're acquitted of certain things. Even Corbett said, I would still like to see Penn State paying that $60 million towards preventing child abuse sort of stuff. So I think that it's possible you might see some alleviation on the sanctions, but I don't expect anything too significant. I'm just glad at least somebody else is taking a look at it because, the NCAA did not abide by their own bylaws. So I'm glad to see somebody at least is stepping up and saying, let's at least take a look.
I think it'd be a win if they shaved at least 1 year off of that bowl ban, just because kids that came into Penn State as freshmen will be able to play in the bowl as seniors.
Yeah, absolutely. And the kids who came, that would be a reward beyond any of their dreams. A lot of them, when they came in as freshmen too, I know a lot of them said, hey, you know what, I want to come in, but make sure you redshirt me 1 year. I'd like to have one chance at a bowl bid. And that's completely understandable. And I think that now you got, even those who will play 4 straight years straight out of high school will now have a chance. I think that'd be awesome.
Hey, Ben Roethlisberger's at Pegley's in Newcastle. Go say hi to him.
I'm going to drive down right now, absolutely.
Good. I just saw that.
No, hey, fun fact, my sister actually was the teacher of his wife. So it's a small world around here, how stuff like that can end up happening. But it's kind of interesting.
He always ends up in Newcastle.
That's where his wife's from.
Yeah.
That would be what?
This makes a lot of sense, actually.
Now that you say that, I have no further questions. I now know why he
Wife
goes
from
to
Newcastle.
No further questions, John.
Yeah, I'm good.
Hey, one last thing, guys. What do you think of if Ken Whisenhunt does not get hired as a head coach somewhere? Do you think that'd be a possibility for the Steelers maybe to bring him back as the offensive coordinator?
It's familiar. Obviously, I think Ben would like Whisenhunt a little bit more than he likes Haley.
No, I think he'd love you and me. I think he'd love you and me more than he would love Haley.
That's right.
Well, he's in Newcastle. Let's go ask him.
Go get a one-on-one.
Hey, I can get down there. Hopefully he won't leave in the next 20 minutes.
What's the worst that can happen? He says no. You're the same place you were right now.
Absolutely. I'm getting in my car right now.
Your life won't change at all.
All right, James, as always, we appreciate you calling in, man. Plug the website here before I let you go.
Absolutely. 360sportsnetwork.com, where, as you can tell, we will talk everything that has to deal with sports, no matter what the topic. We love to discuss and debate. We love debating with anybody about any topic, especially Colt McCoy. So so send us a tweet with your questions, your comments. Our handle is @3SNetwork.
I love Colt.
No, that's the hashtag there, Ryan. That's the hashtag you have to use.
We miss Colt. Well,
all right. Last question, James, before we let you go. Who do you think is going to win between Alabama and Notre Dame national championship on this upcoming Monday?
You know what? I grew up as a Notre Dame fan my entire life. I remember when Notre Dame went in against LSU a few years back, and everybody said Notre Dame's getting crushed. I said, hey, guess what? Notre Dame has a very good chance to win, and they lost 41-14. And actually, those numbers, and guess what? Those numbers have, I kid you not, they have haunted me the rest of my life. The numbers 41-14 show up everywhere. I kid you not. So I'm going to say Notre Dame wins 41-14.
Oh,
there you
my.
go. Well, blowout.
All right, James. We'll talk to you next week. Thanks a lot for calling in.
All right, thanks, guys. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I like how he sold that.